Week 7, day 7, the bonus day, another bonus day. When we get rained on, these guys come to work on Sunday. Except one guy forgot, or how many birthdays does a daughter have in a year? Anyway, because of that, the crew couldn't come because he's the one that drives them there. Sorry, I got mud all over my shoes. Okay, we have got roofing started, and we still have 3 guys on site doing backfilling. So we will be ready Monday. No more delays. Although it's been really good lately, guys. Really good. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, if you're seeing dark sections in there, not to worry. Everything's getting 2 coats. 2 coats. And our lead roofer here, he wears red to match the red. Okay, anyway, all the steel got delivered late yesterday. Michael's going to change the water over to the washroom. So that kind of works out. And we will fill all the buckets because I do want 1 skim coat to happen today. And that's on the wall where Michael and Emoke are right now. Unfortunately, I'm a fan of Star Wars. And I keep thinking Ewok. This area is all leveled out. And we have to work on, we'll have to take that water level and determine how much slope is going down here. We are going to, because of this crown, we're on top of the crown and the water wants to flow this way. So because we've got this sidewalk cleared out now, we're going to look at putting in a drain at the end there. And it will fit with a roof drain that could be into a tote and then filtered out to the ocean. But we will see. Because if the tote overflows, it's got to have somewhere to go, right? Especially while we're away. James is clearing off this area, getting it up against the far wall. We got to get at least 4 inches below these hollow blocks so we can put about 2 layers of anapogue in, and then the slab will go on top of that. We got to get the electrical in, which will go between this layer and the anapogue layer that we put in. Again, you know, I stress, it's amazing the number of comments that we've had from the guys about, oh, we just put the electrical in the slabs. Or 999. You're a country of earthquakes. Back off. Nothing in concrete. It's one thing to snap or give yourself a crack in your slab or something along those lines, but it's a whole other thing for that concrete to snap and then snap your pipe. Then you got to dig. 9. It's time to sneak up on the guys and show them who's in charge. Yes, Lynn, coming. Yippee! We have got roofing started. I think the far guy is a criminal. He didn't want to be on video. Now he's waving. So police officers of San Remo, there he is. Laziest guy on the crew. No, he's a good worker. He shows up every day and works at half speed. Because we're only a crew of 3, we're getting the skim coating done because I want the skim coating going below where ground level is going to be. We're getting these all nicely leveled out. We got a big chunk of soil here, but that will fall to the 2 sides. And James has been working on that far end. Lots of sand around our pipes now, and more to come as soon as that hollow block gets in. If only these guys' wives knew how quiet they can be. I have had a day of pranks. And I've had some close ones come back at me, but they back off at the last second. I'm not sure if they're saving it up for a big one or not. Okay, let's give you an update here. We've got skim coat all the way down here. So that's finished. James has now got the tamper. He's tamping where there are no water lines and no other pipes. I'm going to hydraulic everything else. Okay, and they got as far as they could here without making another batch, so that's good. Michael is back to digging after transferring our water line over and getting as much of that soil in there as we can. These sections here we're going to leave in place because they can drop in. Same with all the other quadrants. We will leave that to drop into the center. I'm on the deck. That would be the main entrance. TV room, CR, living room with the kitchen, and master bedroom. Each section is roughly 20 square meters. And well, each section is, roughly 20 square meters, with the living room kitchen taking up a little bit more than that, obviously. There we go. The deck that I'm standing on is roughly 20 square meters. And then the small but long deck out the front is 20 square meters. So if I'm standing, this is my vision, and that is what I'm going to see. The camera is not going to do it justice. Let me see if I can go to the front and give you a shot from there. Making some more sand here, guys. Again, without having hollow block, we are not going to be needing this for the AAC. So we are not building up a big jig for this, because the only hollow block skimming that we've got is what is happening down below, and they're almost done. So here's the big toss coming up, and they got to get a rhythm, and there we go. We get nice rock all put down the side of the house. Okay, yes, when she calls, I come a running, guys. I come a running. I do. I am soaking wet.
He's so wet. Oh my God. You're like an oasis of sweat.
Well, at least, at least I'm sweating. If I stop sweating, then you got to worry about the kidneys. There's one thing that we learned out of this Typhoon Odette. If you're doing a roof and you see these, they're sort of aluminum looking galvanized, and they're a C-channel like this. When we went through Cebu, God, the number of roofs that were ripped off, they might as well have been cocoa lumber. That is not strong at all, guys. So we spent extra time driving around and looking at how people were doing their roofs in Cebu and those ones that held up. And so what we're doing here is a full-on, not a lightweight steel, but a full steel roof. I'll show you this other stuff here. It is good enough for a bed frame, and that's why we bought it. Here's the grade. Now, I don't know how to grade steel, but this is about half the thickness of this stuff. Okay, now these smaller ones is what will strap across the top of the roof, and that's what they will be screwing into. All this bigger, beefier stuff, that is for the various trusses and beams and stuff that they need in there. I am not a roofing guy at all, guys, so I yield to these guys. So you can see they're cleaning them all up before they start the rust proofing. Okay, there we go. Hard-working guys.
James and Derek would help him with this.
Yeah.
Mixing. Yeah. So ang tagalawis
Okay, cool. Okay, guys, so we're just discussing the timing of the roof. So they want 1 week for the center pillar, less so on the beams, because we can always put keep the underpinning in place, right, which we will do for a long time anyway. They need 3 weeks. So, because he's estimating that it's going to take over a week to do these centers, and I'm going, everybody is up top. And why? Because we are going to be into Christmas. And if you know the Philippines, December is a write-off, guys. It's an absolute write-off. Crew is going off to go for fiestas here and fiestas there, and then there's all these national holidays and provincial holidays and barangay holidays. They're all over the place with holidays, guys. December is a nightmare, almost right through to the 15th of January. You know, wherever Chinese New Year's is, it just gets insane. I don't know how the business people of this country do it, because they won't hire extra staff. It just blows me away. Anyway, that's just how it is, but it puts the country to a grinding halt, and that's just how it is. So, because they said a minimum of 1 week of curing, that 3-week date could be pulled back if we could get all of this structurally done and poured by Wednesday. So the following Wednesday or Thursday, roughly, they could start on the roof, which will put us into roughly the first week of December, which is fine. But I don't want to receive all that AAC until the roof is on, because then we can put it inside on the slab. So Lynn is going to have to hit the phone tomorrow. And guys, please, 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 please give a major shout out to Lynn. My goodness, guys, if you had her as a foreman on your crew, you'd be happy, happy, happy. She deals with all the logistics and she deals with the crew. It's been quite, you know, like, I'm just doing the engineering. I'm the idea guy. That's it. It makes it sound like I'm the project, but without her, this just doesn't fly, guys. And that's been true from, you know, day 3 of our garage build last year. Once she hit the ground running, a couple of days of frustration, but boy, did she ever get at it. Anyway, so that's got to be the hard goal here, is to get the AAC people on board with a batch that they are going to make and keep in the warehouse ready for shipping. Because we've made it very clear that if they show up on site with wet AAC, I'm going to send it all back and I'm going to go down and get my money, and I will wait till the middle of January and I will get it from somebody else. That's just how it's got to be. The 6 samples that we picked up, we quickly phoned them back and said, hey, these are all wet. Yeah, sir, it's just out in the yard. Okay, but when we go to receive our product, it can't be wet. Well, sometimes, no wells. Absolutely no well, sir. I hate that. Drives me absolutely crazy. I just about said batshit. I don't think you could, did I say batshit? I think I said batshit. Drives me batshit crazy with this whole well, sir thing. Lynn started chirping at them and said, your whole promotion here is light. It's even part of your business name, Light Strong. We want it light. We don't want it filled full of water. So there you go. Okay, so that's a wrap for today, guys. Scratching my head, but we'll get through this. It's just a matter of tightening the screws sometimes and shifting how you do things, which I've done this my whole life. Okay, guys, later, Gators.